Is that what you're recording?
Everything is recording.
Oh, what's up, motherfuckers? Nice to be back.
Yes, sir.
Holy shit, I didn't know you guys were here. So, you were the first person to show me this shit, this fucking Beirut explosion.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, bro. I showed this morning to Sui and I forgot to show you, but
How dare you?
not this morning. It was afternoon.
Yeah.
But I showed him and I'm like, yo, watch this shit. I'm like, whoa, what the fuck, yo?
So when you found out that this shit is due to ammonium nitrate, and I guess what I was just reading prior was that it was confiscated and it was stored in a warehouse, and it was going to get shipped to Africa. And they had 2,700 tons of fucking ammonium nitrate, which is used for fertilizer, bomb making, and also is used in the medical field. But I guess they confiscated it, and they had very poor regulations. But it's over 6 years old, so it's been sitting in that warehouse for like And due to safety regulations, you know, anything could happen. They could have left it in a hot spot. Someone could have been smoking. But I guess the Lebanese government, the president, is going to try to prosecute everyone to the fullest extent. Off that shit.
I mean,
yo, that was
literally just
almost a atomic bomb. Like,
I know, but the thing is, like, who is going to be alive? They said that 73 people are dead.
that they found
10-kilometer radius is where literally everything's just destroyed.
Yeah, as of right now, 73 people are dead, and there's I think they said like 4,000 that are injured.
Yeah, that's a lot.
And there's 50,000 kids that are either homeless, displaced, or they're not going to have meals for the time being until because that city is destroyed.
Just now.
Yeah, because it was right in the city. Like,
And you got to figure they're a little bit their time.
They should be what, 8 hours? 10 hours? Spain's 8 hours from New York. So
Yeah, okay.
A little bit more.
Yeah.
So that's great.
Yeah.
Leveled in seconds.
Yo, I mean, I never met anyone. I know a couple of these people, but
I know.
shout out to that fucking to the people over there. And
prayers go with you.
Yeah, most definitely. And I hope our government steps in and we most definitely try to do like a food drive or the UN, like someone.
Dude,
I hope there's a
just straight out Amazon.
Yeah.
Dude, Amazon, the world's biggest company. Get their fucking ass in gear and go after it. Start fucking shipping shit.
Yeah, but the UN is supposed to.
Yeah,
that's what they're. Yeah,
that's what they're for.
Yeah, because if they want to put the rules of the fucking world, they gotta also take care of the world.
Yeah, exactly. But hopefully there's going to be some type of food drive, and hopefully those kids don't have to suffer because someone's fucking negligence.
Oh, are you kidding me? You sick of this show? See, we work and we come by.
Yes, we get involved.
Yeah. This is your chance.
Some motherfucker. Exactly. That's my shot right there. I get in places. Yeah, that shit was fucking crazy, dog. I did not know that any of that shit happened. Well, also, like, why do you have 2,700? And they compared it to the Oklahoma City bombing, which had 25 tons.
That's just.
But here's what I want to know. So you're saying it's confiscated from who? Who and how?
Yeah.
When? How? 6 years?
Were they
stockpiling?
stockpiling?
6 years of stockpiling of it, or was it literally just in one bang? We were like, hey.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what I didn't. And I apologize, I didn't get to do all the research, and there's not a lot out there right now. It's slowly leaking out. Yeah.
First, they said it was fireworks.
Yeah, firework factory.
Yeah.
Which is still can be. It is. If you watch the
we'll
video, you'll see a lot of explosions.
When they really come out with the real news, because right now everybody's just speculating.
Yeah.
Maybe some, like the one you read, it seems legit, but even them, they might get the wrong information. So.
Yeah. Well, I was reading it from their news, like Lebanese reporters.
Yeah.
I was I forget the fucking website, but there was a link to it.
So that's what I'm saying. Even here, if something happened in New York, we're right here,
2 hours
and we might get misinformation. So
of course, yeah.
So hopefully,
I don't believe information until we'll show up and be like, listen, dog, this is what happened.
WikiLeaks,
baby. Let me tell you exactly what happened. I was there. I was on the block.
Yeah.
Gino showed up. Shit went by.
But that's crazy. I'm hoping that they're gonna learn from this, and this doesn't have any type of. This is gonna help their regulations.
Yeah.
Because it's almost the same thing that happened with what was it, Fukushima?
Yes.
Yeah.
Because all their shit was outdated, and their shit's still fucked up
Yeah.
over there. So hopefully they start
It's the same
realizing.
thing with 3 Mile Island right here.
Yeah. Yeah.
Fucking just out of date everything, and just like we'll worry about it when we get to it.
Yeah, we would have been in that last release.
Yeah.
No problem. But yeah, that's fucking crazy. We need to fucking step up on that shit. Man. But also I was there was something I learned. I forget what the fuck. It was a documentary. Maybe it was a documentary or just no.
Yeah.
They were talking about that a lot of U.S. Nuclear sites are totally out of date, and the people that run it don't even know what's going on, and they have to use a floppy disk to fucking. I think it was on last week tonight, maybe with John Oliver.
I can see that.
Maybe I don't really know what's going on, so I'm just parroting shit.
There used to be a show on either Discovery or History Channel where literally a guy just was a civil engineer for like 40 years. And he just went around, he was like, that bridge is about to fall in like 3 days. He was like, you don't see this giant crack going across this building? He's like, why is that there? You have 1 million people walking in this building every single day. You got a giant crack across the ceiling? What are you doing?
Yeah, I think it actually was. I think it was last week tonight. They were talking about the crumbling infrastructure of the U.S. because everything started getting.
There was a show about that.
That's what I was saying.
Yeah.
It was on either Discovery or History.
Oh yeah, the bridges and shit.
Yeah.
Do you see the ones that they have these big ass cylinders that go up and down to make it go over?
Yeah.
Like the Atlanta, I think the Atlanta bridge, something like that. Yo, that shit breaks in half. It's super big though. Like those fucking things that brings it up, the hydraulics.
Oh,
they're fucking huge. Yeah.
Yeah, but they were talking about the crumbling infrastructure in the U.S. because all the shit was done in the, you gotta understand.
Yeah, no, I get that. I'm just saying that.
All of our.
That show had that stuff in it.
Yeah, exactly.
I remember.
Yeah, all of our buildings though. You gotta, all of our buildings started after World War II.
Doug, my house is 59, just turned 59 this year. 159 years old.
Happy
I was like, literally, I look at my house and I'm like, that staircase is definitely leaning and there's nothing I can do about it.
Nope, you just gotta
I was like, I literally would have
to.
to knock down my entire block just to build my house straight. And up to code-ish.
Oh, that's fucking crazy.
That's time for you.
So that's just what, Allentown?
Yeah.
So you figure you throw into New York City? So New York City's been, what, one of the first cities?
No.
One of, not saying it's the first.
No.
New York City has to have some of the oldest.
Now when it comes to like houses and shit, maybe buildings.
That's what I'm saying,
Maybe
buildings.
I don't even think that. You gotta.
Ellis Island is literally the island that every immigrant had to come in through.
Yeah, but you gotta understand that, like, if you gotta have to go like down south a little bit, like.
Yeah, because everything
Like
came from
Virginia's.
south
Like the Virginias probably still have some of the oldest.
You got old like settlements,
Yeah.
like Jamestown. Jamestown
Yeah,
is
yeah,
literally
yeah.
back in all that days. But what I'm saying is like,
Look it up. What's some of the oldest cities?
but New York
Large
City,
cities. Let's say large cities in the U.S.
New York has to be New York, Boston.
I was
going
gonna
to
say Boston is probably
oldest,
Probably Boston is.
and Philly. You have the big three on this side: Boston, New York, Philly.
Of course, it's gonna be on the East Coast because that's
where we came
That's
into.
where we fucking started popping shit. So
What
all
you
you
said?
motherfuckers and people in California, suck a bag of dicks. You guys ain't shit. Your shit's always on fire. You guys don't like guns. You don't like anything else. The only thing is you have good medical marijuana.
And you got a million
Fuck
homeless
you.
men.
Yeah, and then you got the biggest homeless center. You fucking, and your fucking the whole entire coast is on fire all the
Yeah.
time. Suck a dick. Fuck you guys. In California, you fucking eat shit. Fuck you.
That's why Biggie won. Biggie won all day.
No.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was San Augustine. What is that from Florida? Found in 1565.
But that, I mean, that thing is probably just a fucking stick.
Yeah, but I put like the oldest city in the U.S.
Yeah, large, like oldest large city.
Oldest.
Large city in the U.S. right there.
Do 10 oldest cities. Gotta be
It's
broken down.
2019.
Right there.
Yeah.
So you figure
of course, the fucking ad's gonna take up the whole goddamn screen. Santa Fe, New Mexico, Newport,
Really?
Virginia. Yeah,
Oh,
Santa
New
Fe
York?
16.
The
Albany, New York is
Jersey City.
1614. Jersey City is 1617. Jamestown 1607.
That's what I was saying. Jamestown's up there.
Hampton 1610. Newport.
So
Newport News,
It was
Virginia.
Florida.
Newport News is where fucking Michael Vick and Allen Iverson are from.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Newport News. Another city in fucking Virginia. See, that's what I was thinking. But I wonder what their like population size is compared.
Yeah.
That's what I was.
That's what I'm saying. An actual city-wise, because those like you go to Jamestown, it's a house.
Yeah,
6 miles is another building. So I'm like, you gotta upkeep that.
Look
They
at those
should-
fucking things though.
They show the picture of the houses.
Yeah, dude. You ever go to Jamestown?
No, this is
That place is the shit.
Really?
My aunt
Florida.
goes every single year. Oh, St. Augustine? That
Yeah.
place is the shit too. They got a fucking dope ass fort there.
For real?
Yeah.
You been there?
Yeah. Dog, I've been traveling this country for years.
I know.
Look.
I'm trying to go.
Yeah, dude. Jamestown, my aunt goes literally every year. This is, I think, the first year she didn't go just because of COVID.
Damn.
Yeah.
1565.
Yeah, dude, and it's crazy because when you're down in Jamestown, everything is reenacted. And dude, those guys are mean character.
Jamestown.
Yeah.
15. The dude. No, wait. 15. No, 14. 1614. 1619.
What are we talking about?
When the first slaves arrived in the U.S.
I have no clue.
1619. I believe that's.
This shit was on 1607.
Yeah, I know 1619, but that other one's from 16 fucking 15.
1565. Yeah, but really, it says it was founded on September 8th,
Yeah.
1565, 11 days after the Spanish explorer
I was gonna say, you're gonna.
Menendez de Aviles.
Oh, that! Thank God you could read that. 'Cause I would have butchered the fuck out of that.
Aviles.
Pedro.
Aviles.
Pedro.
like that. It gave your own
Pedro.
faces. Gave your own
Oh yeah.
Gabriel.
Aquí.
Pedro Menendez de Aviles came ashore on the fast days of what do you say? Agustin? We say
St.
Agustin.
Augustine. That's what it is. St.
For
Augustine.
more than 200 years, it was the capital of Spain, Spanish Florida,
Yeah.
from 1763 to 1783.
That's because Florida was believed to have the fountain of youth.
The
Yes.
control
That's what literally.
of the region fell into British hands. Of course.
Because they believed that Florida was the connection to fountain of youth because the age of the Native American
Everyone was young.
was youngish
Yeah.
or young looking, but that's just because they were eating vibrant food. And
Yeah, I was ready to say because
shit.
I don't know because they fucking ran around. They weren't drinking liquor and fucking chilling on a boat for 16 years at a fucking time. Because they actually ran out and hunted shit.
And didn't have diseases like they had.
They were
So
dying every fucking.
Yo, and the territorial capital remained until 1824 when
He moved to
it was
Tallahassee.
moved to Tallahassee in 1880s. Developed Henry Flagler, whatever. Buying up local rail lines and building hotels and all this shit.
He became the new Florida Winters.
Tourist trade.
Okay, all right. That's crazy. 15, 16,
So no slaves here. It's just
1565. Yeah, I think the.
but you probably have whatever indigenous slave.
Yeah, yeah,
Not him,
yeah,
you know.
Well, I mean,
well, you have nannies, yeah, and shit like.
nah, I mean, we
No,
just
no.
we just came captured the fucking.
They're like, you're gonna believe us now.
Yeah, exactly. We just came over there like, hey, come over here, there, Ranskin. Kapow! And then I'm like, all right, sneeze, everyone's dead. We're taking over some more shit. Fucking terrible people.
Yeah.
Europeans were
Always
some fucking
Spanish versus
terrible
the
people.
British.
My bad. My bad.
Yeah, yeah. My bad. Damn. I'm sorry, I was scratching my nose. Just like, took that nose down there, fitting it.
Oh God, that's history.
But you know, that's fucking crazy. I totally forget how we got on topic of.
From the Lebanon.
Infrastructure.
Oh yeah.
Infrastructure.
Infrastructure, crumbling infrastructure. But like I said, there's you gotta understand that most of our shit was built in the 1940s into the 1950s because that's when the engineering revolution started in America. Not started, but that's when we started taking over. That's when everything, the highways, the interstates, all that shit started connecting city to city to city. Jersey City, you dirty ass fucking piece of shit.
Yo, it's all
Yeah, that's the city. We should just let that one go down.
Just, remove all the people and just wipe it clean. We'll start fresh. Start flip.
Jersey City, dirty.
Yeah, bro, you're
I'm not trying to shame nobody.
No, for everybody from Jersey City, you guys are very
Not dirty like that, but I'm just saying like there's a lot of crackheads and all these shit. Like
Nah, you're dirty.
Yeah, they're still calling 1985, bro.
Yeah.
1985 New York Times Square dirty.
Yeah. Hookers on the street. Every street.
Yeah.
Hookers walking their kids to school and then just walking right onto the corner and be like, hey.
I don't know how I would feel about a reenactment. Like, if some guy came up to me...
It's so weird because they're so deep in character.
Yeah.
Like, dude, I think every professional actor should go...
on this one.
Every professional actor should really just go and just do a reenactment before they start doing big movies. Because if you can get that good into character, it's ridiculous.
Yeah, that's a tough one.
This is something interesting to read. Not around, but... Right?
Yeah, you know I'm gonna fucking be all over that tonight.
Yeah.
Now that you guys got that, now that's one. Fucking
Rabbit hole.
Oh my god!
It's always something.
It's always something.
You're the dickhead who got me on Audible. I listened to David Goggins' book. Now I'm fucking 5 books deep. Just every night. Just,
Audible's fucking amazing.
Yo, and this just came out on November 2019, so it's like...
Okay.
Yeah, I'm about to get one on the Native Americans. And then my aunt is super big with Native Americans.
Summer of the New Moon, I think it's called.
Nah, I'm just trying to see what they have and go from there.
You gotta listen to the Comanche book that Rogan was talking about.
Yeah, where he's talking about how they just conquered on horseback.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, I want to find out what tribes are up here because me and you have been talking about that. And when you go out west, I need you to bring me back something.
Yeah, I'm not going out west, but I have connections to get stuff.
Yes, I don't give a fuck. You go out there and you can send it in a box.
That's what I'm saying.
I want some shit down here.
Yeah.
I want a fucking headdress. I want something. I know you guys are cultural appropriation. Fucking suck a dick.
It's not a cultural appropriation. It's cultural appreciation.
Yeah, to me that's what it is. I think that shit is
it's
dope.
the coolest thing in the world.
Yeah, I love Native American. Like what the fucking.
That's how I feel.
Yeah.
Like Japanese and samurai. Dude.
Yeah, me too.
There's Japanese. I literally just listened to the Bushido, which is the way of the samurai, the code and honor code and everything like that.
You should let me have when you're audible, bro.
And then I literally just listened to the brief history of the samurai, and literally it starts from fucking day one of China invading Japan. And
how is it read though? Is it good reader?
It's not bad.
Okay. It's not robotic.
No, it really sounds more like I'm watching a fucking BBC episode.
Oh, like a Kent Burn documentary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind of like that. And then the Bushido one I read, it was like they were trying to sell me a fucking timeshare in Florida.
Oh, like, hey guys, let's talk about Bushido.
Yeah, and I was like, oh my god, just listen.
Yeah.
But it was like crazy. It was basically, it was a bunch of farmers who rose up and were like, hey, we're gonna side with Korea to protect our borders and their borders from the Chinese rule.
Yes.
And then they rose up and essentially the shogun of Japan was like, we'll let you be our enforcers. And the actual name samurai means slave or not warrior, but like grunt soldier.
Really?
Like if you translate it translates like that. Samurai when they first started out it was an insult. It was an insult to be a samurai because you weren't of nobility class.
Okay.
And it wasn't until the samurai became the shoguns of Japan that they became that nobility class and were like, no. We're the actual fucking
because shoguns are like landowners, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
You have the shoguns and then you have what would be the emperor.
Yeah.
So the emperor had his guys who were ruling the land.
So he was a king, and then everyone it's how like they distribute like in
England. And shit like
yeah. They would have
the lords of the land.
Yes. Then they would have the lords. The
yeah.
Lord
So essentially the same thing.
Lord Jack me off, and then he takes over this whole side of the country and shit like that. Okay.
Yeah, dude.
So the shoguns were the landlords.
Yeah, basically. And they just were like, all right, and then they needed their own protection, so they took farmers and shit like that and raised them up. And then like you have the Ronin, who were basically rogue samurai who just couldn't afford the nice shit.
Okay.
And were outcasted, and throughout the future of their rise, they were like, no, you're poor. You're poor. You can't afford to be a samurai. You won't ever be a samurai class.
Okay, so
that's what's
so those were like the humble broke people.
Yeah, it was basically like if me and you became a fucking. If we became samurai, we're like, no, we got this.
It would be Ronins.
Yeah.
And then, but they traveled a lot to other places. to challenge people. right?
Exactly.
That's-
They tried to challenge to earn their own right.
Yeah, their own, right? Yeah, or either take over that property, or they were constantly traveling and trying to acquire either your wealth or status.
Or actual like armor. So they would be like, I'll fight you for your armor.
Oh, okay.
The winner literally lives and I get to keep your armor, and that's what they would agree upon, and that's what they would take.
That's some fucking Western shit right
Yeah.
there. But before the Western.
Yeah.
Because what time did that was like the late 1500s, early 1600s, right?
Yeah.
Around there?
Well, I mean, dude, from what I heard, it was earlier. Dude, they were talking 1200s.
1200s?
They were talking. That's when it started.
Okay.
And then up until what would have been the late 14 to 15 to 16. That's when the samurai, as we know it, were
Yeah.
really then. But the samurai from like the beginning was
The building of the culture.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I was like, that's fucking crazy.
You know how to check samurai sword if it's real?
No.
You pop the handle.
Yeah, but you know how to do it?
You pop the hilt. Usually there's a pin, and you.
Nah, the
There's
real
that
one, the real one is not like that. The real one, you gotta hold it, you gotta punch your hands like, pop, and it drops,
Yeah.
and then and it has the letters and then the maker, all this shit.
And you gotta check actually the letters
Mhm.
and how they're actually
Mhm.
forged, because
Yeah.
a lot of people will fake,
Yeah, of course.
will make good fakes
Mhm.
of real.
Yeah, of
like,
course. You can go
sword
get
makers,
full
yeah.
equip, yeah.
Yeah.
But you're not even supposed to touch the fucking blade because
No.
you can
Still fuck it.
fuck it up.
Yeah.
Because you mark it and that shit doesn't come off. You will have to like send it back so they can fucking
Clean it, polish it, reset.
polish it.
So who was the guy that sat under the waterfall for 100 days while making a sword? He fasted, and then he was like some of the best sword makers. Maybe that was a movie, maybe it was a myth.
Yeah, but that's the swords. You seen how they make it?
Maybe like Hattori Hanzo is literally one of the biggest sword makers of all time.
I don't think it was him. It was like it was some Japanese monk. But the story is that he sat under the waterfall, and he made it took him 100 days, and he made this fucking sword. And he didn't do anything. All he did was live under this fucking waterfall. And he probably came out skin and bones. But they take this shit and they keep folding the metal over and over.
Over and over and over.
And that's what
it's-
gives it that weight.
It's not, yeah, exactly, and it's not super thick, but it's so like
Dense.
dense.
It's so concentrated.
Yeah.
Right, because it's crazy because, I'm going to relate this to a fat thing, that if you take like a pastry and that's how you get like croissants and shit, you get it super fluffy, you
Yeah.
keep folding and put the layers on and the puffs up and it's so magical. But with metal, you can dense that shit. And that's just fucking crazy. It's crazy how we actually, I watched a documentary on how they they have ore and how they do it. So they were taking, they would find a place that had ore in Africa, and they were taking it, and the whole village would join in. And what they did was they built this mud hut, and they put a fire in underneath, and they put these drums. They stretched skin over these like they made these bands of wood, and they put it in there, and they would literally pull it and puff the fire, and they were dropping the ore in, and they did that for hours upon hours, like 10-hour shifts. They were just switching people out in the village, and they were just puffing it and singing it, and everyone was dancing. It was like a big celebration. And what they were doing is they were extracting the metal. They were getting it so hot that everything was starting to bind together. And then they would knock the pile over, and they would start sifting through. And then it came out as a big blob. And then they would have to sift through that and then redo that again and condense it. Yeah, and they condense it. But being able to figure that the fuck out, because you got to figure the people, the Vikings in the 1400s. No, before that.
Yeah, we just grab a piece
The
of metal,
1200s.
flying it out, that's it.
The 1200s. They were finding iron fucking nails. So who the fuck decided, or how big of a fire?
Did they make a mold for that shit? They have to.
Yeah, but the thing is that like, how big of a fucking fire do you have to have? And in the right place.
To figure out that that temperature melts this fucking metal.
To melt that fire, to melt the metal to bind it, and then it doesn't look like anything. It's just a blob.
This is hard.
Yeah, it looks like it just looks like a rock.
Yeah.
So then you have to figure out that we can melt this down in another fire at a certain temperature.
Another temperature,
and then you don't
pour it into this little shape that we have.
Nothing, bro. We don't
into
know
a
nothing.
cast. Like how the fuck? Yo, this.
Somebody found a book that somebody figured it out before, and it's just
I fucking hate you guys because you fucking cocksuckers are gonna send me on this goddamn fucking journey.
2 in the morning. Like, dude, you
Oh
gotta
my
check
god!
this link I sent you.
It's not gonna be a one night thing, dude. It's gonna be another month adventure because me and Chino, like, ask Chino, dude. Like when it's something that bothers me. And
I
then
want to buy a real samurai.
and it consumes my life.
Yeah.
So now my whole entire thing is gonna be fucking discovery of metals and Native American and fucking American history.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna go on this fucking. Oh my
Binge.
god!
Yeah, look, I was just reading here. Look,
It's gonna be
just
3
on
months,
1635, April 23rd, the Boston Latin School, the first public school in what would become the United States, is established in Boston, Massachusetts. So the first,
Public school.
Latin.
Latin public school.
But what do they mean?
1635.
What do they mean by Latin?
Because they used to speak different language here until the British came and all this shit, right?
Kind of.
Yeah. Maybe that's what it was.
But you said like Spanish is considered a Latin language,
Yeah,
so it's
exactly.
French and so is Italian.
Exactly.
So for that, I'm gonna say it's most likely
Spanish.
a Latin.
Or like,
Latin
are they
based.
talking about like Latin, like the fucking
Or
3,000?
real
yes,
Latin.
Yeah.
Big Latin.
Like
big
real Latin.
No,
Latino,
big
yeah.
Latin. Big Latin's not a real language.
No, it is. No,
Like,
it would
Latin,
be straight
like-
Latin, the derivative of Italian.
I don't know, I have to read more, but I'm just saying
all
that's just
that.
one thing that I pull up that
Yeah.
I didn't fucking know. Like,
So they are probably teaching just straight out.
But I thought that language has been dead for 2,000 or 3,000 years or some shit.
I don't know.
Because that was literally
I'll
like
have to read more.
around the times of
Yeah,
Christ. like,
that sounds right, but
that's what Latin started, and then it got branched
well,
off.
there's different. There's Asian like Latin, and there's Latin like
But it wouldn't be Latin then.
It'd be
just like
Latino.
Hebrew, like Asian Hebrew, right?
No.
No, Hebrew is Asian. It's just
Yeah.
straight out.
No, but they modified it afterwards.
Oh yeah.
Because there's the old one, the Asian
Yeah.
Hebrew. There's words that mean letters that mean
Oh,
words.
oh.
So it goes back and forth.
I thought you were saying Asian.
No.
Ancient.
Ancient.
Yeah, whatever. I can't say
No,
that
it was
shit.
my fault.
No, it's my fault. Motherfucker. I'm done with the accent. Like,
No. But I thought you were saying Asian, and I was like, no.
no.
Yeah, ancient Hebrew. Because every letter has a numeric number.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So
And-
that's why they say like when it comes to like religion and shit, sorry, but the Bible and all this shit, they still haven't read the whole Bible because it was written in that language.
That's just a weird.
So
Yeah, especially everything has been
I
translated.
haven't figured out the whole thing.
translated, and you got fucking translated from this language to this, and
and
there's.
then you got some
Yeah.
some of it got burned on what was it? I forgot what it was, but something got burned.
Oh, the Great
Yeah,
Great Library.
yeah.
Well, you have like the Rosetta Stone.
Yeah, and you know who burned that fucking thing? You know who burned that fucking shit?
A little bit.
Fucking Caesar.
I was gonna
Oh
say Julius Caesar.
yeah.
He was banging Cleopatra and he had to burn down the fucking library.
None of that shit since I was a kid.
Oh my god, why? And you don't understand, like, that was all the information that was stored around the world. That all the shit that people have conquered, they took
All the
globes.
wars,
Yeah.
all the
Yeah.
not even just that art,
Yeah.
fucking pottery,
Exactly.
All of his store was stored in that great fucking library of Alexandria, and then Caesar was like, burn
fuck
that
that shit. We don't need it.
Yeah, fuck the future.
Yeah.
Fuck the time capsule.
That's the same thing. The Nazis did the same thing. Nazis came in and said, "All right, we'll take what we need that preserves
first
German
time that I
history,
heard-
and let's start burning everybody else's history."
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, and I was surprised that most of them just moved to fucking Venezuela and shit.
Yeah.
That was their spot.
Well, they were trying to come up from
Argentina, sorry.
yeah, they were trying to come up from South America to take America. That's what's crazy.
Oh yeah, that was like, that's when they were like balls deep in their plan that they were in. But there was a lot of connection. So because this is what I did. Remember that I was watching the video fucking at like 2 in the morning. Like, what are you doing? I was like, I'm listening.
Oh yeah.
I'm listening to how people why they escaped. Spain was even though they were connected, they were considered a neutral country as in neutral. But they had people that were in that. The same thing with the Argentinian government. They were sending soldiers over to help the Nazis, and then their president was like, "This is going to be a good benefit." Because after they started to fall, he was like, people can come here, but it only has to be the rich dignitaries. So he looked at it as a profitable business because they had family over here because they were a mutual exchange company. I mean, country, and they were able to. So the president looked at it as a profitable situation. So when the Germans were leaving, they were going down there. They were bringing all their wealth, and he was bringing in high-ranking officers. There's actually whole entire cities
who don't speak
and towns.
any
Yeah,
Spanish. They're only German
They're
speaking.
only German, and they have German-style houses.
Oh yeah. When I was watching that show with Tim Kennedy.
Yeah.
I saw
Hunting
some
for
shit
Hitler.
like that. Yeah,
Hunting for Hitler. But prior to that, they were already building a relationship back and forth for goods, and family members used to move down there. That's why a lot of people in Argentina, they have a lot of French last names and shit like that, and they're super white down there. Like Anthony Bourdain's family was from Argentina. Yeah, but he's French. Like Bourdain is a super French last name.
Yeah.
You might as well be fucking croissant. You know?
Exactly. No, that's Italian. What the fuck did I do that for? Like,
That's close enough.
how would you say the fucking French?
Yeah, like that. Fuck.
You gotta get a cigarette.
Yeah. Everyone,
That's how I talk. Bro.
people love that language, and I think it is absolute fucking garbage.
Dude, I don't know any person who loves that language.
What, French?
Yeah.
Oh, I do.
I don't know.
Especially girls.
No.
Girls love it. I don't know. I was never, even though it's like the language of love, I don't give a fuck. But yeah, they were going back and forth, and then, like I said, I'm going to repeat myself. The Argentinian president was like, let's bring people over, so he was looking at it as a profitable thing. They were bringing a lot of money over there, a lot of wealth, and then a lot of things that they had over there. And even though they were trying to come down there and try to figure out who the fuck these people are, a lot of them changed their names, and a lot of people just assimilated. They were like, we're only going to speak fucking Spanish now, we're just white Spanish people now. And that's how a lot of families assimilated down there. And they were bringing, it's not like they were just bringing they would bring, okay, I'm coming down here, I was a high-ranking officer, now I gotta bring my wife, I gotta bring her daughter, you know what I'm saying? I gotta bring our family, our daughter, like, and then all that money started to get generated because he was basically taxing them per person. So, I mean, they kind of worked out in that sense.
Yeah, that's why they said Hitler was there still, like, afterwards.
Oh, that was, oh my god, that was so fucking funny because they try to show a thing of like what he would look like nowadays, like.
Oh yeah,
dude,
you see the picture where they were like, we think we found him. I know. And he's like that tan dude.
It looked like Mario. That's what he looked like. It was like he looked just like the cartoon Mario, but he was a fat guy and he was just tan and he had a little thing.
And it wasn't even like a close mustache. It was just like
that's the first thing he would have got.
It was just a short one. Like it was just instead of going all the way across the lip, they just cut it off here. It was like that's Hitler. And he's all bloated and shit.
Bro, without the internet, you were known for that. The first thing you do is take that off. Nobody's gonna notice.
Well, Michael Jordan used to have that. No one said anything to him.
Yeah, but he had like, didn't he have
no? He just had the Hitler.
No, he didn't have the Hitler. It was like the skinny one, like right here in between the nose. Like
that's the Hitler.
I know, but it was different. It wasn't like the Hitler's like thicker.
Look it up, Michael Jordan Hitler.
Oh.
Type in MJ Hitler. You're gonna see that all that glory. Even if it was thinner, he still was rocking the Hitler. Like no one rocks that.
There's a lot of people who had it. Charlie Chaplin.
That was during that time, though. Yeah. He actually played Hitler, and it was the great speaker.
Yeah, something like that.
The great dictator.
But
look at that! That's a Hitler. That's a fucking Hitler, bro. Yeah. He has the Hitler.
Yeah. Oh, but it looks different because he's
black. Yeah. And he's also Michael Jordan. Yeah. Michael Jordan can wear whatever the fuck he wants. It's still Michael fucking Jordan.
That's what I said to you the other day. I was like, Michael Jordan's the only dude who can pull up.
But I can't.
Hoop earrings.
Yeah, him's got
just one hoop earring.
That big ass gold hoop with the diamonds on
it. Hell.
And that
it was different. You see how hairy it was?
Yeah,
look at that.
I know, but he was still.
Like I said, look right there.
Okay, type in what guy besides Michael Jordan had the Hitler. No one did. No one dared, especially a white guy. Who else?
Ooh.
No, who else?
No, hold on.
Must have Tom Hanks.
Charlie Chaplin.
Yeah. That's all I'm like. That's the only person I can fucking think.
He was a silent film actor.
Yeah.
So that was in the fucking early 20s and 30s and 40s. After that, not too many people.
Yeah.
go to pictures real quick. Let's see what's in images.
Where?
Images.
Oh. Next thing you know, Michael Jordan.
Yeah. MJ.
That's it, yeah.
There's a fat dude that has it. I don't know. He looks like he's maybe a.
There's a picture of Hulk Hogan up there, you know.
Yeah, but he has the hand.
Oh yeah, brother.
He has a skull.
Yeah.
So is it really that fucking Thor is gonna play a biopic of fucking Hulk Hogan?
Yes. Yeah, you threw me off when you said Thor. Chris Hemsworth
That's
is
weird.
gonna play a biopic of Hulk Hogan.
He's not even dead yet.
But
Yeah.
yo, look at how heavy.
Dude,
Look at how
first time
heavy
we're
his
gonna do one. Macho Man Randy Savage music.
Yeah, he's got a bush.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He has a little. It's not a bush. It's a little brush.
Dude,
Yeah.
yeah.
Like the one you used to paint the walls. Like,
Nah, it's like you took the comb and you brush your hair and you cut one of the bristles and just taped it to your nose.
But
That's what it is.
do you think if Michael Jordan had a bushier thing, he wouldn't have?
Yeah, it literally looks
I'm not
like
gonna
this,
say-
look, like a piece of fucking
Like a
toothbrush.
Yeah. But the thing is, do you think he would have rocked it if he had the Eddie Murphy? Because Eddie Murphy got a thick ass mustache.
Yeah.
No.
Do you think he would have rocked it still?
No.
100%.
No.
It's Michael Jordan. He would have pulled the shit
Oh,
off.
Michael Jordan?
That's what I'm saying. Do you
Oh.
think if Michael Jordan had his mustache?
No, Michael Jordan probably had to suck somebody from Joe. The fuck you doing?
And he's probably like, dog, I'm the greatest motherfucker on the
Yeah.
planet.
I heard he was the worst like tipper and shit. Everybody talks about that.
Oh yeah.
I
But,
haven't watched the doc yet.
oh, you have to
But
watch
just so
it.
you know, we're like 40 something.
Around 40 minutes already?
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here.
Mm.
Look it up. Let me see it.
No, I can't. Last time
you
I looked
click
at
off.
this, it was 9 o'clock, but before that we started talking about it.
Fuck. All right, everyone. We just want to talk about the Beirut shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. That's all.
That's all we know.
All right, motherfuckers. You know where it.
Short and sweet.
Send your fucking thoughts out to those people that
Yes.
were in that
Everybody.
explosion, especially the children.
Nah, no joke for real.
Yeah, especially the kids. Fucking.
Yeah.
If you're
Yeah,
religious,
hell no.
send some prayers. If
When
you're-
it becomes to kids now,
Yeah.
whatever happens in the world, yo, it just hits me way harder now.
Yeah.
'Cause, well, for the past 6 years.
I don't even have kids and I feel that shit.
Nah, bro, wait until
That's
you
all
have
I'm
it. Like
saying.
you just the first thought in your mind would be your kid
What if
being
that was
in there.
me?
Like
Yeah.
it's just
What if
yeah,
that was split?
yeah, nah.
Anyway, we just got rocked by a tropical storm.
Yes.
Everyone's houses in the area are flooded. Besides this motherfucker, because I live on a hill,
So
bitch.
you know the house, you know that barn that's like right across from the
Yep.
cigar?
Yep.
Did you see that place?
Uh-huh.
The car that's in the back?
No.
Dude, it's past their mirrors.
Yo.
It's parked in the back and it's literally
Not for
past their
nothing.
mirrors.
Not for nothing.
Yeah, no, 191.
But even the streets here are pussies, yo. Cause all that rain that we got today, that's like a normal
Oh,
shit.
yeah, dude. And
Yeah,
for
shit.
PR, yo, you-
The tropical storm that hit over there, for real, it was like houses
No,
halfway
Yeah.
of water. Like it was.
Yeah.
dog,
But
it's
shit that happened like this, we still gotta go to school. We still gotta
Oh,
cross the
yeah.
fucking
Oh, yeah.
bridge, the river, and the water's going over. But we still gotta do it. Like it's,
Yeah.
just, you know
Your
what I
mom
mean?
will
It's
just put
normal
you.
shit.
Your mom will
Yeah.
put you in a life vest and be like, Gino.
Grab the stick.
Exactly.
Grab the stick.
hold on, carry this brick, and then what do you say? if the water come and take your ankle, you don't move.
Yeah,
You
I
stay
mean,
still.
it's rough to us because we're in a. It's
Nah, I'm just kidding, but
yeah.
I'm just saying it wasn't that.
No.
No.
We're just it's bad for this area.
Yeah.
But you gotta figure if like if someone from California got an inch of snow, they fucking be like, oh my fucking god, I can't even see my
Well,
feet.
they do
Yeah.
it.
Dude, that's
It's
how
not in California, but it's like
it's in the mountains.
yeah,
Yeah, on top.
I know, but it's still California. So.
Yeah.
But you mean the city?
Yeah. You mean it's like LA.
City folk.
Yeah.
City
But it's
folk.
weird how you can move from that snow in just like 3 hours. You get like super fucking hot shit.
Oh yeah, same thing
Dry,
in
hot
Arizona.
Yeah.
Up in the mountains, up in
Oh,
that.
my brother.
Yeah, when they
Dude, my
start.
brother lives in New Mexico, Albuquerque, New Mexico. They got more snow this year in their city than we
crazy.
did at the entire winter. In
Yeah.
one snowstorm they got hit. They were like, dude, we're shut
And
down.
you can
for the
drive a
next
couple
fucking
hours
week
and
and a
it's just dry fucking
Yeah.
heat.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
But that should only last a couple hours though.
half. Nah, they were shut down for weeks.
Really?
Yeah. Dude,
Wow.
when I tell you, my brother, who lives in Albuquerque, New Mexico, in the middle of the fucking desert,
Yeah.
had more snow because what happens is Albuquerque is surrounded by mountains.
Oh, so
So
climate change. Yeah.
what happened was the storm was so bad and it hit all of the mountain ranges
Yeah.
around them. So they literally got stuck basically
Mm.
right in it. If it blew this way, it hit them this way. If it blew that way, it hit them that other side. So they got fucked.
I thought it would just warm back up.
No, that's how Denver is. Denver literally, you can literally get 7 feet of snow in the morning. By noon, you go outside and be like, it's never snowed here.
No. That's why I'm moving. Denver.
I would like to go to that.
Deuces, bitches.
I would love
Let me
that.
know, I got family.
Like, yo, alright. That's where we're going next.